Gentlemen in the mix.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the oil crash stream. Well, the crash already happened. Futures closed, commodities closed, and they just reopened a little over 10 minutes ago. And out the gate, U.S. oil is up 2.79%. We'll look at it in a second, but off the highs, I can't even believe what I've been seeing on Twitter today. Off the highs, from its highest point to lowest point yesterday, U.S. oil lost 32% of its value. And the people... I can't even believe it. All I said was, oh my God, and posted the high on oil that was 119.48. There was a dude that was short on oil. Let's, you kind of got to like see this to believe. You can't even believe it. It's like, yeah, dude, you were targeted. You literally were targeted, man. Let me, see if I can pull this up. One sec, I got it. There it is. So like there's this dude who, well, insider, he went short on oil 3-time levered with a liquidation price of 119.30. And you can't even make this up. Oil went to 119.48. So liquidated him and then immediately reversed. I mean, how was that even possible to be that accurately destroyed? All right, this post is kind of hot, man. We got 73,000 views. My God, it was like starting to pick up some steam here. We're going viral, man. Just saying, oh my God. So you got that one, and then you have the other one on the other side that is like, all I said was, bro, oh my God. Where this dude goes long, he averages down. His liquidation price was like 91. It almost liquidated him. He added more. Then his liquidation price dropped to 84.13. You can see that. And there you go. Oil went to literally 81.30. So this dude got liquidated. Cooker flips. So both sides. People trying to, dude, it's like literally trying to chase a tornado, like the El Reno tornado, dude. Like you're not gonna be able to succeed. It's too volatile. Like the beast cannot be contained within. That is not a trader. That is a degen gambler world. When the volatility gets this heavy, you're watching people that are gambling and they're losing so much money. It's insane. So good God, the FRE last night was so wild. They halted trading on the USO for an hour and a half or so. After oil hit 114, it ran up to 119 and change. And I was like, okay, ejector seat done, liquidated. I mean, liquidation of position, remainder of position, and out of this crap. And go to bed late because this is a crazy situation, and you wake up and it's all over, and it's like, wow, thank Jesus. Oh my God, man. So what the heck? So oil probably going to remain really volatile after liquidating people on the top side and bottom side now. I mean, what happens if they take it? Like if you break 87, there's really no resistance until like 94, 93.64. But the big resistance again is 99 to 100. That was a target. That was the third target of the trade setup. So just there's a lack of liquidity between 87 and 100. So you get huge moves one way or another. But just trying to play this and trying to play it with leverage is just asking to get obliterated. I had no leverage on this trade at all. Zero. Good luck. I mean, that's just insane, man. This is like a learning lesson. Same thing with silver. They did it on silver multiple times. If you were around, I mean, just recently, if a commodity, all right, commodity with a C, if a commodity is up 20 to 30% in hours, there's virtually nothing to do but to sell. That's it. If you have a position, congratulations, instant money. It's a commodity. Like these things will come back down. They'll fill gaps, whatever. And then they'll run again, and then they'll dead cat bounce, and then it'll be over. And then you're just trying to screw around. Like that was a golden opportunity to offload a position. Target for the trade setup. Let's show it now. I mean, I think we showed it. I think it yesterday. But you gotta see it again because this is what it's about, man. This is what. Okay, forget the degen stuff. Forget the craziness. The oh my God, I'm gonna 3-time, 5-time, 10-time leverage it. You can just be spot price at 63.80, and then they hit target 4. They exceed target 4 a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're back to target 2. Like that's why, like you have to have a trading plan. Like you can't, with these things going on, you can't be like, I wonder if I should not sell. By the time you even finish your sentence, target 4 is gone. You're back to target 2 instantly. Like, so that's a huge learning lesson on this one. You got to be able to offload close to, at, around a profit taking level. If it's an exit, I mean, like that's a pretty solid trade, man. 63.57 to 109.95. Right, 63.57. Like you could have made your year and not even be levered on that. And let's be real, there wasn't even much opportunity on this freaking market. Like, so it was like, well, this is kind of like where you kind of have to be. Oh, 73.4% in 35 days. Come on, man. It was a Gartley. It was a daily. You had plenty of time to enter. So that's just, okay, we have to do a biopsy on this. And like, yeah, I do think it could go higher now, of course. But like, that was it. That was the fireworks. That was the show. That was the party. And yeah, probably going to remain elevated on oil. This is probably in a long-term uptrend now. This is probably like a trend reversing Gartley. So like, no matter what happens, they could come fill the freaking gap at 67 and change, and it's still probably going to be an uptrend at that point. Let's see. It doesn't show volume on this one. Maybe it shows it on USO though. There were insane inflows on the USO. But look at the volume signature, dude. That's the highest volume seen on USO since, I don't even know. We have to go to the weekly or 3-day maybe. Highest. Let's just say highest 3-day volume signature, possibly ever in the history of oil. Yeah, I think this is the highest volume signature we've ever seen on USO. United States Oil Fund. Okay, so you can't even, you know, hey, look how much further we could go to. Look at that. What is that? Embers, Head and Shoulders. I mean, I would think that they could take this to 300, 600. I don't even how they even doing that. Almost $1,000. The all-time high is 953. Insane. So it's like not over. It's just like, my God, the trade was great. Short period of time, you make your money, you're out. And then like, hey, I'm an oil investor. Okay, have fun with that. Yeah, but this might, you know, maybe like some oil companies, like we had BP was good, and then ENB or something like that was good. Can y'all hear me? Is the stream on? The audio good? Everything okay? Everyone survive? Trading plans are important, man. You got to have them. I got the silver chain on today because I'm actually eating a little crow. I thought maybe, hey man, the idea I already had would have been stopped out today. Silver, extreme resilience, up 9% off the lows. Yeah, about 8.7% off the lows. Recapture the overhead resistance at 84. Hey man, anything above 84, there's always a chance that you got this a shark wave, a C to D wave unfolding, and they could take it down to 74 again. And this C wave's still valid until they take it out. But yeah, man, like again, I'm not taking a hard line on silver. On trying to, like, someone was like, he was calling for 54. It's like, I'm not really calling for 54. I'm saying like, man, there's a time for risk management, and there's a time when you just don't know if the party's over because blow off tops happen. And dead cat balances happen, and it's like a historical thing. It happens all the time, and it's just like cyclical. So it's like we're trying to determine, hey man, is it over? Technical analysis doesn't really help, like with is the cycle over or not for real? It doesn't do that. Remember, all TA is a risk management tool. It's like, oh, let's identify structures that are predictable, that are at areas of value. We perceive value with Fibonacci retracements. M shapes, type 2 returns, bullish divergence, congregation of variables at key levels, so we have an edge and we can manage our risk appropriately. After blow off tops, like there's TA can't really do much. All you can do is care about levels and maybe potential wave structures after the blow off top. So it's like, maybe this is what's going on silver, maybe. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, 115.55 would be your target if it was going to C to D wave and run up to a deep retrace. I mean, cycles in that way. That's the way oil ended. Remember, oil does the same thing back in 2022. Let me show you. But I don't take hard lines on, so like, see, you have the huge run up on oil and then a ton of chop like silver's doing. And then they run it up one more time. And where do they go? Where do they run this? Where do they complete this last wave? High point to low point where? It was an 85% retrace. So you're in that deep retrace, value perceived area for short sellers. And that's exactly what could happen to silver, but I'm not acting like I know, man. All we do is we look for the patterns at the key levels, set up the entries, the stop losses, the take profits, and we have no expectations about what's going to happen. So this could very well happen on silver as it did on oil back in 2022. That's how they could conclude this whole thing. Or there's option 3, right, where it's option 1, dead cat bounce, we're screwed, it's already over. Option 2, okay, they turn it into a complex wave structure. They 886 it to 115.55. Or option 3, which is the insane one, they take it to all-time highs and we continue to 150 because my fundamentals are too insane. The physical. I just remember the whole thing with Bitcoin, man. Like, dude, on chain. Like, remember when Bitcoin would top out? You had all the glass coin bros with all the on-chain data of, oh, look, the exchanges, man. Like, they're just buying up Bitcoin physically. They're still doing it where it's like, oh, look, we're at multi-year lows on supply of Bitcoin on exchanges. It didn't mean anything. We went into a bear market that lasted like a year plus. year and a half, whatever it was, from 2022 to 2023, topped out late 2021. So I just like, it's hard. Like the fundamental side, supply demand side of things doesn't, you know, it may be that's it. Maybe that's why silver is $87 right now. Maybe. And maybe that's why we take it to 115.55. But remember, it's just, I'm not fortune telling here, bro. There was no fortune telling on US oil. It was the framework, right? It was the Gartley. It was the divergence. Nice. But on this one, because there was a key level somewhere so controversial, you couldn't really get excited about oil until late January when they recaptured the key level, the 200 moving average, and the supply line that goes back to September 2023. That's the only time you could actually get confident about this Gartley acting as a reversal. And since then, obviously, it was wonderful. Even on silver, man, like silver, like back here, like the trade setup on the dragon pattern, like you know, the one test, two tests of key level back from 2012 is incredible. You don't act like you know.
Carl
It could fail.
$5. Is there a massive 3 rising valleys on 1 month chart for Vericel Corporation, VCEL?
Look, Carl, man. Thanks, 25. VCLEL. I don't know. We can certainly look at it. All right. Thank you, man. Like on any trades, like it was so beautiful. It was just, oh, look, it's a textbook. Or let's go to Google Images and type in bullish dragon pattern, technical analysis. There's the dragon. But the context was so effing good on it. 2012, swing high. You go back, you see it. It's the red line, 49.80 to the dollar, to the cent. They recaptured, reconfirmed it with the bullish pattern, with the bullish divergence. It was perfect. And it just increased our probability of a particular outcome, which was higher prices imminent. Okay, that's what it meant. Higher prices impending. And it happened to play out this time. But there are dragons we've identified that have failed. And that's the whole point of it. Like you have a stop loss strategically set up and you cut your losses fast, minimal losses in your entry, right? Being like the springback test, a successful springback test after November. It was 24th, 25th, whatever. And that was it. That was all she wrote. And then you over doubled in price from here. Good entry. So, right, you got to remember what TA is. It's not about making calls or anything. Not about making calls. Just about risk management and giving yourself a marginal edge. Marginal. What's up, Josh Savage, man?
What's
Caterpillar?
up, Mitch? Can we look at cat being in a downtrend, wondering if it will continue and what would be targets if it keeps downtrending, slowing learning, but needs some legit TA? Thanks.
Yeah, man. Sorry about my Bitcoin tickers all effed right there. I didn't even notice that. Oops. Stream ruined. Not bad, dude. We can certainly look at that. All right. Caterpillar, though, is certainly not one like for, you know, us, because it's already done the show, right? The party, the Caterpillar party has just been going on and on and on. Unstoppable, straight line up, pure premium. No, I don't think any structure right now. Hard to do anything with something like that. I mean, if you want to invest in it, sure, you are buying at the highest levels ever, kind of, I think, unless something changed. So let's shift gears to like gold real quick. US oil. And then gold had a really nice rally off the lows. I mean, it was good. 5,014 all the way up to 51.36. I mean, a 2.43% recovery, but hasn't really gone anywhere. Just sitting sideways after that big red candle on the 3rd. And, you know, the culprit, I don't know, like, right, they could take it to the 886 because they never did, 54.67, but you're still broken down out of that rising wedge pattern. So, again, I'm not making calls on this. I'm not taking a hard line on gold, silver. I don't know. Like, there are multiple outcomes that could occur. I don't think you have too much of an edge right now because you have the fundamentals. Maybe
I want to do puts for cat lol.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that'll be tough too if there's no structure, right? You could just get squeezed into the oblivion. Thank you, dude. We'll look at it though for sure. You just gotta, you know, I mean, you got the fundamentals really fighting the technicals here, where there's no advantage being long technically in gold and silver. It doesn't make too much sense, like in terms of like a setup. Like, oh, it's a dragon pattern. It's a bullish back test. Nice reversal. Nice pullback. I don't know about that really. Like, I think you're still elevated here, and the risk for downside is there. But at the same time, hey, the fundamentals are what they are. Oh, dude, just send gold higher because like fundamentally we are in the fourth turning and they're actually like, we are watching the end of the US dollar hegemony. Like it's over. Like, and gold is going to go to 6K like imminently. I mean, okay, well then maybe that's a once every 100-year event, right? 90-year event. It's like, good luck guessing that. Like, I mean, that's really tough to like argue with. So it's like you have okay, that's why you own physical. You don't even worry about it. You got your physical. It's in your vaults. It's safe, stored away, protected by guns and security and surveillance. Okay. But I'm saying like maybe like, you know, paper, gold and silver is tougher. And there's probably other opportunities out there, you know, that exist that are probably just, they have better upside potential and you might have an edge. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. I'm trying to like articulate it to make it to be like, he's making calls. He's saying gold this, gold that. It's like, not like that, man. Okay. So cool to see Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto had a reversal too. They are, it seems like the selling has been spent. Like they've been trying really hard. They just can't get it any lower. Right. A 10% sell off in 4 days on Bitcoin. And then like with the markets, like had a kind of a meltdown at open with oil spiking. Bitcoin was unfazed. And then kind of what we thought might happen was the gap fill on the NASDAQ and the spider. What happened? They filled the effing gap. And with that strength there, that was great for anything risk on, and then great for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin rallied off of that. So it was unfazed, decoupled from the equities market. If you noticed, unfazed from the oil market, all the stuff going on. It's kind of like, no more sellers. So you still got that Gartley idea still active, I guess. They still got the higher low here. But yeah, I don't know. Like, remember, if it did the fractal, the 2022 fractal, it would do this, and then it would do that. Remember, if you remember, I'll show you real quick one more time. If they're just gonna do the same thing, remember on the daily, right? They take it up once to the higher high, slightly higher high, they sell off, and then they put in a local lower high, and watch this right here. This is where we would be right now. They're attempting to lower high it. And then later, I mean, I'm just saying, right? If history was literally going to repeat itself as it has been, kind of crazy, this exact same, you are here working on that. So now we'll be paying attention to a lower high being put in than the previous high. Okay, that's where we are. You are here. So that could extend on all the way up to 71.7, even 73K, and still be a lower high. So I don't know, man. Sketch. It's kind of too weird. Uncanny right now. Hype in the chat, man. Hype's in the chat. Sorry, man. Could have been going here. Let me check I haven't been checking chat, really. Sorry. What's up, everyone? Good to see y'all today. Just wanted to get through some analysis, kind of events that have occurred today. What's up, Baby Genius Man, and Velez, and Vortex Capital? What's up, Bizico? Dang, man, it has been a while. Well, hopefully you got the CFA. Yeah, hopefully you got it, man. Chartered Financial Analyst, really? That's like crazy. If you get that, man. I think I did check the email, dude. I did check. I know you sent a few, the butterfly. Yeah. Well, we've actually looked at that on stream. Blackbird, the 886 of Ethereum. Absolutely. It is a candidate area for a reaction. Absolutely. Right. I'll show you real quick. Chat. What he's talking about. We've already done this on stream, actually. Different ways you can, it wasn't quite, I mean, yeah, it's just like an M shape of some level, whatever coordinates you have. Either way, it's like the 886. Yeah, you're down here where, okay, eventually a reaction. I mean, yeah, you would think like they could easily off this. You can't be surprised if we see this. You can't be. You can't be. You'd be out of your mind to be short right here on crypto. Like it's just kind of crazy. Like it's just kind of like if you're talking about shorting crypto, like where the F were you? There were so many bear flags and bearish back tests. There was wonderful TA respect. opportunities to go short, and you're trying to short Ethereum after an 88% retrace from its previous discernible swing low to high. This is a terrible area to short. The thing you would do if you're not comfortable with crypto, you don't short it. You just don't participate. Just stay out of it, man. Look for opportunities on other markets. Shorting here is kind of crazy, man. Even if it dumped lower right now, I know it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, this is reaction territory. Like, and like, what are the sellers doing? Like, the sellers have been really trying, and they fail. Like 5 weeks now, they've really not been able to do anything in 1936. They haven't been able to, man. So it's like, you just can't be surprised. I mean, yeah, they could take it back down to 1800 again, all that. But I'm just saying, like, your downside is like limited. Even if you're shorting it, your limited downside potential. Like, there's not maximum upside potential on a short here. It's crazy. You're trying to short. Hey, man, look up here. Resistance, candle closes. You lose that level. You know the downside is to like $3,000. It'd be $1,000 drop, and it happened within 2 weeks. I mean, you know that. Key level, you lose that. What happens? You're screwed. When you lose 2,900, you're screwed. Oh, wow, it happened in 3 weeks. They took it to the next support. So, yeah, man, absolutely. You know, you checked your email, check the email, and yeah, dude. Yeah, we've looked at this. Okay, anyway. You just got to understand the context, like where we are. It's like it's too late in the game to be shorting, but also like there might be the upside might be crap too, just because crypto's garbage now and Ethereum keeps selling, and maybe the risk off. Like, you know, we're volatile, very volatile, man. I think the VIX lost like 25% of its value from its highs when it gapped up today. Hit like 32 or something. Maybe lost 32% of its value. So yeah, you're just, you know, your downside is limited probably, and your upside, you're in a crappy market with low liquidity, so your upside might be weak too. But I would say, like, if you like forced me to participate in crypto, I would probably rather be long than short. I'm not saying I am. I'm saying, like, if you made me, look, dude, you're threatening my life. Okay, what do you want me to do? I have to choose. Okay, I guess long at an 886, bat completion at support at 2K, I guess. What do you want from me, man? You're threatening me. So does that mean I'm saying go long? No, I'm just saying, right? I'm trying to talk to you as an adult, and hopefully you understand what I'm trying to articulate to you. Limited downside potential. Good supports around here. The devastation's already occurred. 886 retrace, value perceived area, maybe for longs, but at the same time, it's a garbage market, so good luck with your upside. So it's like, maybe we long a commodity or something. You know, we look for peanut kernel futures. Oh yeah, peanut kernels. Casual Jesus, of course. What do you think this is? Why do we play Jesus chimes? Is Jesus in your heart? Is Jesus chiming right now? Yes. Type in the chat for Jesus. Yeah, wilderness, sure thing, man. Sure thing. Mr. Phobe says, are you bull or bear? Well, I don't consider myself either. I'm not taking a hard line on these insanely volatile markets that are driven by tweets, geopolitical events daily. It is a crazy time, crazy market right now. You can get sliced and diced so bad in these markets. Crazy market. Oil was like a meme. It was a meme, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, like, a learning lesson. If a commodity is up 20 to 30% in a day and you own it, sell button, it will revert. It will most likely reverse intraday. Later that day, it's probably going to wipe out. Take your gains. Learn your lesson, bro. That's all it is. Okay, so well, we can look at like XRP. I don't give a crap about this. It could hold. It's not doing anything. Ugh. It's terrible, dude. Like both ways. I don't know. The downside looks like it's a big downside potential below 130. But then again, it's already been completely obliterated for an unlimited amount of time. So it's just have fun with your coin flips, dude, on this garbage market. Solana just chopping. Oh, well, they could be putting in a higher low. They could be back testing 80-50 as support. Bullish engulfing candle today. Absolutely, man. Right? It looks like, oh, it could be a bear flag, bearish rectangle. All right, send it to $60. Or, all right, this is where they're going to defend the level, and then we're going to go on a springtime short squeeze rally, whatever. Okay, then dump later. I mean, just it's not a great time for crypto. It's not. I mean, people can place their bets, you know, I guess a stop loss below 80 for a long, and then maybe, I don't even know, stop loss below 90 for a short, but you probably wanted to go up and test 90 as resistance first to confirm it. Chop City, man, have fun getting chopped up. Okay, let's look at the S&P 500. Look at this insanity. We were here last night. We were at the lows of the session. We didn't know at the time it was going to be the nadir of the day. 65, 79, 70, and that 200 being tested. It was tested successfully for the first time since May 23rd of last year. They rallied it and filled that gap, man, and they did piercing line it to a degree, but I don't know how you can trust the market right now because nothing's changed, dude. Nothing. I'm sorry. Like, you could still, I even did this yesterday. I'm like, oh, we'll fill the gap and then we'll do this, right? Remember, like, literally go back to the stream yesterday. It's like they fill the gap and then they run it up, and if they put in another local lower high, you stay below the 200 moving average, we are so effed. It's like, just, I'm telling you, they're not going to let 0 day to expiration traders win. They could take it all the way up to 6,900, 6,880, and then we go lower. Ugh. So nothing's changed, right? It's just, oh, they went and filled a gap. Great. No higher highs yet. You just made your lowest low of the distribution, right? The shorter term trend that's unfolding before our eyes, right? There were higher highs, higher lows, same lows, highest high, lowest, lower high, lower low, lower high, same low, really, lower high again, lower highs, confirming below the 200, below this high, lower low, now possibly lower high. They get a little more upside too, maybe, if they want to. And it'd still remain a lower high, so I would just still remain cautious. Never is how it seems. Egg futures, bro, calm down. All right. Is there a peanut kernel futures ETF? You should be asking Grok this, Brad. You should be asking Grok. And Yo wants to know too. Yep, and then it's all the same, right? NASDAQ, same thing. I mean, a little bit stronger, actually, but still not a higher high, still below the 200 moving average. You did make a lower low than previous low, but they did defend 24K. That's very good, but not enough. We need more data, right? If you want to start hooping and hollering about things turning around, we need to start seeing, if they do pull it back, we want to see a higher low get put in the previous low, then we want higher high, then higher low, higher high. Then all of a sudden we can start saying buyers are recapturing momentum on less significant time scales, but they aren't yet. There's not enough data to change anything yet. Okay. But hey, give me a few more days. We take out the high from March 4th. We take out the high from February 26th, 25th. We do that. And then we sell off. You pivot, you give me a higher low. Then you run again. You start testing 25.8. You break 25. All of a sudden things have turned around in the short term. Trend is reversing. Wonderful, but we got to get those pieces of data. We don't have them yet, and we'll just be monitoring the situation, of course, right? Get out your monitors, get 6 to 10 to 25 monitors, and continue to monitor it, all of it, okay? Dow Jones Industrial Average, same type of behavior, right, where it gapped down. They filled the gap, but no meaningful data that would change anything right now. The short term little downtrend we got going on, right? Until they're recapturing 48.9, 49, you know, still below the 200. They could take this thing to 48, 420 to back test it as resistance. I can't be that surprised that occurs. and then it would still be the lowest high, and then they would roll it over later. So it's just like you're kind of not in good spots. Just because you had a nice recovery today doesn't mean technically anything occurred, anything changed. Okay. All right. Just letting you know. Not really. Same thing. Russ 2000 futures. They did kind of recapture. They're testing the old resistance from October. 25.47. Filled the gap, of course. And that's about it. They could take it higher. They could take it all the way to 26.40. Test the 200 moving average again. But it looks like they might be putting in another lower high. So like there's not enough data for us to be able to conclude that the buyers are recapturing the momentum of this index fund, any of these index funds yet. Okay, we need more data. We need higher highs, higher lows consecutively. We're only getting lower highs, lower lows consecutively, really since late January. So we need more. We don't have it. Okay, just make sure we're on the same page here. Oil is up 3.69%, rallying hard, man. Not really, but it's just, think about it like this. The volatility is so freaking high on oil right now. You are trying to chase a tornado without a radar, not knowing which way is north, east, west, south. You don't know which way the tornado is going. That is U.S. oil right now. It's absurd. The trade setup's completed. It's concluded. It's done. And now you are just freaking gambling. You have no idea if they could, dude, what happens if they do another news-driven catalyst that dumps this thing again? They go retest 78. What if they want to fill the gap at 67? Oh my God. How many people are going to be liquidated? Agriculture is possibly the play. It does seem like a good spot, but again, like the AW1's already played out because of oil. Right, AW1, this one we've been looking at. The AW1 one, oh. Yeah, this one, what did it do today? Hit 135, almost 136, first time since June 2022, and guess what? That's an 886. If I know any 886s, exceeded it a little bit. Yeah, it kind of hit the 886 at 132.78. Wonderful, man. That's all you could have asked for. It was a dream of all dreams. All right, a dream. They even back tested everything. It was just so perfect. And now it's like, what do you do? I don't know. Like, I mean, you're nearing resistance. It could go a little bit higher, but you think a pullback would be healthy, wonderful. I think like you're getting way too high too fast. And it's like maybe just the initial trade played out, but the trend has reversed. And it's like, okay, fine, pull it back. Let's correct some. Let's go back to 122, 117. Pivot, make a higher low and run again, cool off. I mean, oscillators are nuts. You're back to 80, 79 on the RSI. You just were at 80 beginning of or late January. So super hot right now, running super hot. But yeah, I mean, commodities wise, like ETU, that's your Peabody Energy. It looks bad, but they engulfed today. Yeah, good macro day. So like if the index funds do what they do, it's hard for BTU to roll over. So let's see if 32.56 holds. It's a key resistance back from 2017. They regained that today. That was a big deal. So let's see if that can hold, or if just, tomorrow the volatility kicks back up and everything starts dumping again because we filled a gap. I mean, all your, you had your food kind of dumped. It was like the inverse. Like corn dumped today. Well, I mean, but look what it did intraday. Corn hit the highest price since April last year. But yeah, a huge reversal. It was very similar to oil. It kind of followed oil. So corn paired with oil, paired with wheat. Wheat also, see intraday, wheat hit its highest level since June 2024. So like over a year and a half. And then pulled back with oil. So very interesting. So these are all correlated to oil, it seems like, the food commodities. But we know, what was it? What was the ticker for agriculture? The DBA? Yeah, no, it wasn't the DBA. It was the Bloomberg DBA. but I'm not sure exactly which one it was. It was a massive double bottom off supports. But see, the DBA today hit its highest price since November. So anyway, yeah, I mean, your commodities, man. And I think, like, holy crap, dude. Like, PK, peanut kernel futures, I said it in the Patreon today. Like, we're going to look back on this and be like, mother of God, dude. We should have loaded the actual farm on peanut kernel futures. This is it, dude. This is where dreams come true. This setup right here. Now, it can fail, of course. They do. We've seen them fail before. But I think you have an increased probability of way higher on PK1 because of this structure, this setup, where it's happening. Okay, everything locally going on. It was up 1.3% today. Nice. It hit the 200 moving average. At some point, they're going to break that. And the 50, I think, caught up. A golden death crossed. So you just kind of closed out the 52. So. Oh, yeah. BOCMG. That's it, dude. BOCMJ. No, it's not. It's not that. Oh, BCO.
Hey Mitch, can you look at AVBP? Been a long time and seem to want to break here on the daily? Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, Vincent, man. Thanks so much for the Canadian super chat, dude. Climate chat, dude. Vincent. We can certainly look at the AVBP. We'll do it. But if you missed this, I don't think you missed it, but like we had that breakout last week. They intraday, you see, they took the Bloomberg agriculture ETF or whatever they took it to the highest point since May of last year. They did that today. I mean, you have this incredible breakout, weekly double bottom, bullish divergence. It's kind of insane. And you wonder, like, maybe they pull it back, 54.66. They could do anything as long as it stays above 53.20 long enough. It's a higher low, and it could just be turning around. This is huge. Bloomberg agriculture.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Excuse me. What's going on? Bitcoin up 4%. You can see above my head. That's the Bitcoin price. Had a good day today, but it's just the verdict's still out on it, man. Like, oh, we know it's destroyed. They could be going for a rally, but to me it's like too beaten down for crazy downside potential, and then I don't trust it enough for upside. Like, it's just kind of like, to me, I don't even care about crypto right now. And it's been that way for a month, I'm not here to look for the bottom in crypto. I'm looking for the second or third bottom. And then, I'll probably be more incentivized, for crypto. That's what you want. We're not here looking for the first bottom, right? August 2024 on BCOMAG. We're looking for that second, third, fourth bottom, right? I mean, this is all, like, you see it like structure that took a year and a half to develop. I mean, that takes a long time. So crypto, Ethereum at an 886, but it's Ethereum. It's garbage. Crypto sucks. So yeah, two sides of the coin here for the bears and the bulls. So I guess we could look at these requests real quick, knock them out, and then we can look at like the Mag 7s if you want to see them, which, Nvidia had a recovery for sure. Okay, VCell. VCell. Okay. Vericel Corporation. All right. Ooh. I hate this price action lately. Very bad, man. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan right now. Some downside. You got some good downside still. 24 to 26.74 is your zone. Your mega inflection zone, historical inflection zone, back from 2008, 2010. Like, that's the target. You're waiting on that. Yeah, you want to see that. It's Woods, man.
At Wits97 super chatted $49.99. Yo.
Yo, Wits. Yo. Did that one up? Vincent, man? I think it might have. Let me check my, Vincent, I'm sorry. You've been one-upped by $6 or so. A little less than $6. Thank you so much for the one-up, Wits. Vincent and Wits at the same time, man. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Holy crap. So with VSell, look at the unfortunate price action you're receiving at a 200-day simple moving average. That is classic distribution going on. It's 1, 2, 3 too. It's like the rule of 3. It's kind of symmetrical, kind of beautiful, kind of concerning. What did you say about it? Hopefully you were like, it's bearish. Massive. No, Carl, it's not a 3 rising valleys. It's the 3 falling peaks. On the, yeah, but this is the daily. I don't like, you know, the daily's like showing imminently lower levels coming, like in my opinion. But yeah, we can look at the monthly for sure. That's what you requested for that, I think. Nah, I don't like it. See, look what happens if you get down here. You see the 200-month moving average for a test at 25.70. You retest these key levels down here. That's where you wanting price action to correlate. You want to see like, oh no, they lose it again. And then it's like, what happens? What happens down here? They think about what occurs. They literally shark it. This is what we want, bro. We want the X, the A, the B, the C. Then we want the D. And we want the D point to be confluent with a historical level. That's what we're looking for. Then we want all this chop to occur there. We want correlation, positive correlation. They lose it. Oh no, and then they recapture, then they reconfirm a couple times, and it's like all of a sudden it's May of 2027, March 2027, it's a year later, and man, you're set up here on VSell. But until then, I don't think there's any way to manage your risk here appropriately, and I hate the daily. The daily looks like it's going low. This is going to happen anyway on the daily, it looks like. Okay? Does that make any sense? The sun is... it's hitting my eyes right now. That's what I would want, dude. I would want to see 23 bucks and change all the way to 28. And then you might get there because it's, I mean, they're implying we're in a downtrend, we're downtrending, and they're offloading their position. This is all happening lower than this high from June. So it's just like you want to see this eventually. So that's just my opinion. 1618886. I like that confluence there. Yeah, dude, I wouldn't touch this right now. I'd wait for lower. Okay. If you got a little joke of a rally, it might be a good short, you know, stop loss above 39 and you target 24, maybe. Carl, I don't know if that helps, man. Thank you, dude. Coffee, cocoa. Okay,
at least I have chicken.
So next one, oh, Caterpillar, which has been just impeccable. Yeah, dude, I don't know what you can do here, man. I know you want to maybe go short, but remember, like, you're shorting something that's so fundamentally sound. It's really hard to bet against this. So that pullback there, nice bullish engulfing candle today at 3.51%. You don't have structure. You don't have like a double top. You've exceeded the 1618 by far. The trend's just too good. So yeah, it's like legged up too. Good God, they like legged it up. Like you anchor 1 and 2 now. That's the way it's been going. Jeez, man. See, it's just like I don't want to say buy puts. You can't. Like, you can't. What if they're literally it's oversold now and then engulfed and it's gonna run for an attempted rally? Like it would be a better like idea to like see something like this happen, a slightly higher high than a sell off, and then a back test of the resistance like this. Like, you want to go short on something, you need this. You have to have a like confirmation high, slightly higher high if you can help it, and then you want to see this be called the upthrust, where the buyers break resistance from February, but they're unable to do anything with the breakout. It fails. Sellers recapture the key level, and then they reconfirm that resistance as resistance again. And this is the only place that could make any sense for a short. Okay, maybe an 886, and then you got 4 to 1 there, 5 to 1 almost, you know, low to high 886. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. You can't do anything right now. Like for a short, it doesn't make sense. They could rip this thing so much higher right now. There's just no opportunity if you're wanting puts. I can't sign off, and yeah, they could very well attempt a rally here. Maybe lower high too, but yeah. You don't want to mess with something like this, dude. This is just unstoppable beast. What a beast, man. Hello, chat. Are you there? Why is chat so dead? Y'all are like, really? I get one message per like 2 minutes now. Like, what is this? Like, what did I do to deserve that lack of chat engagement? It's ridiculous. It's like I just do static videos. Unreal. Okay, man, I'm just 100% crowdsourced. I'm not asking you for anything. Could you just chat? Type in the chat effing occasionally? Wow, dude. This dude's so selfish. He just wants us to engage with him. What a piece of crap. Jeez. I don't know, man. I think it's AVBP. For Vincent. Air event bio. Ooh, bio. Well, wow, dude. That's right. Forgot about this one. Holy crap. Well, remember the old Gartley? It was a good start, but then it went to Chop Fest, and like they're absorbing the remaining supply that exists at 25.91. That old IPO peak, January 2024. And if they can, they haven't yet, but if they can break that, I think you target for like 30.87 and then probably the A point, $36. I think this is a trade setup, right? It's just been kind of slow going, man. Sometimes it's like that. You do run the risk occasionally, such a massive pattern, but you're doing well. It's only higher lows. They are only showing forms of accumulation. Do we have earnings? Oh, thank Mother of God, we survived earnings 4 days ago. So we're good there. Nothing to worry about. All we need is a clean and crisp break above 25.91, and then it would be most likely a huge markup. And this Gartley would pay. All right. Yeah, TMK. It is TM 4K. Yeah, dude. Valid crash out. Yeah. Yeah. What the heck, dude? What the heck? What's up, Boom Boom? Expat Matt on treadmill. I was on treadmill just for stream, dude. What's up, burrito? Yeah, good to see y'all. Benjamin, it'll be all right, man. Yeah, I could just mute my mic and everyone's gonna be like, dude, you're muted. Yeah, G-Dog, let's do it, man. Let's do it. He's got the level of arrogance of Richard Hart, though, man. It's like for real. He's got serious like ego. You know, people got egos, bro, like hardcore ones. And it's just personality clash where I'm more easygoing about it. I have less, you know, conviction. I am more open-minded to things, I guess. But yeah. Okay, so I guess that's your final request for the day. Wits just said yo. Okay, just look at like Nvidia. Dude, unbelievable. Oh, the 200, they're holding it. It's going to be all right until tomorrow, and then it's not all right. 183.40. They still closed the day below the level. It is a real level going back to July of last year. If they can recapture it, boom, you got a date probably of 193 to 195. But it's just, is it real? I don't know, man. I think they just went up and they filled the gap, and that was the most like fill in the gap, dude. The most normal, everyday, common thing on earth. And that's why Nvidia's up 2.72%, already down 0.7% after hours. So it's just And they did close it below resistance. All right. Tesla, how did it fare? It was up 0.5% after showing intraday lowest price seen since September of last year. Multi-month lows on Tesla. They lost the 200. They recaptured it. They actually engulfed the previous candle. But look, just like they did on Friday, they did it again today. $400, 466, the old all-time high from 2021. Well, it was not the old all-time high. It was a test reversal a couple times back from November 2021, January 2022. Very, very important level. You already lost 411, right? So 466, big deal. They just tested as resistance again, and that was it. Down 0.42% after hours. It's just not good, man. Like these like no technical event occurred today that changed anything from yesterday. Even with the nice reversal Uno card, you know, which no surprise there because of my gap fill. Too many egos out there. That's right, James. That is right, dude. Hey, Mike Silver.
At Mike_Silver7053 super chatted $30. Do you see a bat on RBLX? Thank you.
Roblox, the children's video game, right? Turing's more bullish on silver. I mean, it's gonna be volatile, dude. It's so like, I mean, above $84, you have no argument for downside. Until we lose 84, you can be like, all right, I got concerns about silver, but when they're above 84, that's an overhead resistance. That's all we got over here. And so above that, there's nothing really there. So they might take it way higher. I have no hard line on silver because the fundamentals are still so real. Like we have a true supply deficit. Like all that stuff is so real. Like there is an actual commodity war going on between the US and China right now. That is really the Venezuela and Iran thing. It is like for supremacy, energy supremacy. Like that's the fight. Venezuela, like what top producer of oil in the world, I think by far. And then, you know, you got Iran, Strait of Hormuz over there. All that stuff is related to our Cold War we kind of have going on with China. So the rare strategic metals thing, like same thing. China cut off everyone. Like no one gets but them. And so silver, same thing. They began that. Right? Preventing people from exporting silver from inland China out. You know, they prevented it, put restrictions on it. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. The fundamentals are so strong on silver, but the technicals are like, well, blow off top, dead cat bounce. But if you're above $84, okay, then 92 and 96. If they can break that, then we're going to probably 115.55, the 886 of the shark, because you still have like an active dragon going on. It's unbelievable. You're walking right now next to the Roblox offices. Oh, maybe we should just go to it, dude. Jarrett, you were driving? Well, you should have used voice activation. I'm just kidding, dude. Nah, look, man. I just got to stay on y'all, right? Y'all stay on me. Y'all are like, hey, man, you going live today? You going live today? You going live today? In the general chat, in the Discord, people in the street, the VODs of the YouTube, man, you ain't gone live. You going live? And it's like, okay, well, you going to engage with chatting me? You going to like engage with me? You going to comment on the chat while I'm streaming? So when I look at it, it's not like one message every 5 minutes. It's a give take, man. It's definitely give take. My God, dude. Roblox 886ing. Definitely 886ing from that previous low from April last year, but not enough locally to feel excited. Lower high put in. It's almost like a descending triangle pennant almost. Not great here. But what did you say? You said, did you see a bat? Yeah, the bat. Yeah, it is a bat. You're right. absolutely a bat at the pattern completion zone. I have not looked at this in a long time. And yes, the correct and wonderful identification of a bullish bat pattern, but with zero reaction. You're just pausing, not really moving. My God, though, like look at the level back from March 2021. Insane. One sec. Let's see. Music stopped, so y'all can't even hear it really, but internet problems. What the heck? No, we're good. 50,000 kilobytes. We're like awesome. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, yeah, pretty awesome level. $61. But my God, I'm just kind of worried about like, I mean, hey, the structure could be broken upward too. But like, you got to note what they got going on, right? It's just like a literal, pretty much textbook descending triangle nearing the bottom. Like they could be absorbing the remaining demand that exists at $61 and then they break it down to 53 after that. Or they go down and they like kind of lose it, false breakout, recapture, and then higher. And then all of a sudden it's like one low, it's like a slightly lower low double bottom. And then maybe we could get some divergence down there. But that's my only concern about, yeah, you are at a deep retrace, right? Just like, hey, Ethereum, 886, bro. I don't know if I have enough locally. I would prefer they go ahead and they F around and lose 61 and liquidity grab, stop loss hunt, all that. People get wrecked. And then I want to see them recapture the level. And after the false bearish breakdown of $61, then I might start becoming very interested in Roblox again. So let's have an alert set up around $61. And we start hearing the beeps. It's like really, I'm going to put this on my watch list. Yeah, and it could be like an exhaustion, fake breakout, false bearish breakdown setup. Very, very interesting here on Roblox. Okay. Yeah. There you have it, dude. Thank you for the contribution, man. That was Mike Silver. Brad Richards, thanks for the sub on YouTube. This is Lake Life. Also, thank you for the sub on YouTube. And he inspired me. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Oh, thank y'all. Okay. So I've been live now, though. I mean, over an hour. You know, I'm exhausted. I had a hard workout today. My trainer, he wrecked me, dude. Feels bad for the guy who paid money. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean, Seth? Oh my God. I'll redo the analysis. I'm sorry, dude. I had the chat hiding. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all.
At which point would a cup and handle pattern be invalidated?
Double cracker. Thank you, dude. We'll look. Thank you. One sec. Okay.
No chart being displayed.
Yeah, I know. Okay, Roblox. Here it is. Here's the M shape, the bat. Okay. What I was talking about locally is you have like the descending triangle clearly there, right? You have the distribution, lower highs with a buy wall. So they might be absorbing demand here. And what you probably want to see is what I was talking about, suns in my eyes too, is a false bearish breakdown. You want to see that bull crap happen, and you want to see sellers do nothing with it, and you want to see buyers recapture the level and maybe reconfirm it here. And if you could get something like that, I would be really on board with Roblox for a significant breakout. I don't know, maybe the targets would have to be 71.70, the swing highs, 76.73. But I'm kind of looking for that. Oh my God, silver, $88, chat. $87.99. Holy crap. So I'm looking for that, man. Okay. If you get something like a false bearish breakdown, I think it'd be a slightly lower low double bottom too. What I'm talking about is like this. Here's one bottom, and then here's the second bottom. I would like that too. Like that would be really good exhaustion setup. Okay. That's what I was talking about. I'm really sorry about that, dude. I'm really sorry. Again, I have my chat box literally right where my OBS is. And look, all this $61, I want to show you real quick, is right here. This swing low back from March 2021. Okay. So stream's ruined, I know, but there you have it. And hey, I did that on purpose to get y'all to type more. Haha, it worked. Y'all freaked out. Yeah, I don't show charts, man. It's over, dude. No more charts till you type and freak out. I don't know if Nancy Pelosi's holding Roblox still. I don't know, dude. Ask Grok, dude. Yule, if you rewind the stream, I did my best to analyze the index funds, the futures. They did not change anything. The data that we have received today on the index funds is not like made it to where all of a sudden we're good to go. Like we're not making higher highs. We just made the lowest low of this very short-term downtrend right now. We need higher highs, higher lows consecutively to be able to say, oh yeah, the index funds are good again. Not yet, man. Sorry, David. All I can say is get wrecked. Yeah, Rivian does look actually ready again. Unbelievably. I thought, oh man, it's going to take a while. Rivian, bro. It does look like it looks really good. Like you're just like making fun of Rivian. Everyone's going to make fun of Rivian because it pulled back. And it's like, dude, look at the 200-day moving average skater holding it, recapturing 1567. This is such a big deal, man. 2023 swing low. This is probably a bullish dragon, like a higher low dragon going on. Second foot. It's the dragon. I know this structure. Wait a second. Are you telling me the dragon, higher low dragon, turns into a bat pattern eventually? Well, the target would be the 886. Take it back up to 2160, 2158. Right there, man. Hello? Rivian. And then just like that, Rivian looking like it's getting ready to go again. You won't believe it though. It'll happen and you'll cry. You'll be like, oh my God, dude. But Rivian, I missed it. Yeah, Rivian looking set up again, man. For real. Crazy. Is the dragon. The electric vehicle Rivian dragon. Thank you, David, man. Kids love Roblox. Yeah, dude. So I've heard. It's all the hype on the street, man. Scuba Steve. Be careful, man. Excuse me. What'd you just call me? Oh, next meetup, yes, sir. Oh, double cracker. We'll get quadruple U. Yeah. I'm not sure. Next meetup, we don't really have them. Like, you know, I'll post. I'll like, dude. The whole community aspect, like, you know, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's not like 2021 at all. Like, people are here for the charts, not so much the community these days. Are here to make money, and I get that, right? It's not this. That's it. I don't know. The memes are fun too, but meetup, like, okay, if I talk about, hey, dude, there's a Bitcoin conference, so there's like an excuse to show up, and let's do a pseudo mid-tray meetup too, and then have like literally like 3 people even think about coming. It's like, and they do show up. And then like there's another like influencer YouTuber who actually was inspired to live stream because of me. He said I'm the reason why he live streams. I go over to where he's at, and he's got an entire room full of people in his community there, partying, having a good time, videoing. It's like this complete. I'm like, well, I invited everyone in the Discord, add everyone. Let's go to Vegas. Let's meet up. No one, like, why would I do a meetup then? Like, if y'all can't even show up for the Bitcoin conference for a pseudo mid-tray meetup, what do you want from me? Like, that's like message received. We'll just do live streams and make money. Like, yeah, that's it. So the thing about quadruple U on Energy Fuel Cells or Energy Fuels Incorporated is like, you could be done. Like, oh, cut with handle, but also possibly double top. That's the major problem about Couple handles, man. They're premium setups. Like literally you're buying premium on the asset. There's no value at all. So it's like you could be buying high risk, high premium. We know high premium, but you might be buying a high risk confirmation high. And you don't know. And I don't really like the price action that's going on locally. Look at this, dude. You go to like the 4 hour or something. Look, bro. No way. No way. It's like a double top. They're confirming less than before. And today, what they do? Intraday. Lowest price since January 12th. What was the question? Daily, weekly, point, couple handle. I think it's not couple handle, man. I think it's like, there's just the party. You had a party that went from April to October. It was insane. And now you're like, probably people have hit targets. It's now chopping. There's nothing to do. Like, I don't look at this and say there's any opportunity right now. None. None, dude. No value. I would wish this asset would come down to like maybe like, I don't know, $11, $12. Test this level and create a structure down here. That would be wonderful. Yeah, the resistance from 2021. I mean, I know they did it once, but I want to see, like, dude, think about what you really would want here. Like, for real. It almost bad action magnet move today. Scott Carney be like, uh-oh. XAB, kind of C here, then D, then 886 it. Come on down to the 886, hop it to $12. Come down here to like a local support zone, right? You see this? Some swing lows. Like come to the 886, 1350, $14 or $12. I mean, these are more optimum entries and there's value behind it. And up here, it's just, you're getting ready to, oh, man, what are they going to do? They're going to squeeze it higher, make another lower high, and then roll over later, probably. Yeah, probably. That's the way I look at it, man. Quadruple U. Metals, minerals. It's like the party kind of happened already, and now you're trying to enter the party that it's over. It's the after party, and the after party is not as lit. Too choppy. Kind of just reminds me of like Baba, where you have like a trade setup that happens, it plays out, it's godlike, it's legendary, it's part of your legacy going forward, hits all the targets, takes a year to play out, target 4, 164, 165, and then look what happens after target 4 gets hit. Oh, it exceeds it for a few days. Look at this, 144 days of effing around at the final target, the exit. You could have been out into silver or something else, but you didn't sell and you just kept your money in it. And look at this. You're heading back to target 3 now. I mean, target 4. Oh, you're down 20% off target 4. You effed around like the party. Yeah. Okay, cool, dude. Now there's like distribution. Look, the highest high, buying climax, a lower high, and the same high, slightly lower high than this high. Then the bearish back test of target 4, by the way, the exit, and then it's rolled over, and it's just like, yeah, and it'll probably go to 120 and pivot and probably rally again, and then maybe way later it's gonna go to 205. But man, you're like, it's kind of like that on what we just looked at, quadruple U. It's like there was a big run up, and it was like that was probably a trader's paradise. That was a good setup for someone. And they ran it up, they took profit, they exited, and this has been chopping for a long time at the same level, going nowhere, spinning the wheels, stuck in the mud. But it was cool, though, when no one showed up and only like 3 people showed up, and that one person that showed up flew all the way from Chicago just to thank me because he said, because of the things I taught him, the money he made, he was able to pay tens of thousands of dollars to pay for his brother's epilepsy medicine. And he said, like, he's so thankful and grateful for me and like everything I've done, everything we've done, like in the, our community. And so that was extremely fulfilling, but it was like one person and of like 4 people. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Very cool. Like, I know I'm doing good. I know I'm helping people, but it's like, man, like, if you want meetups, like, you got to like kind of, when I'm trying to do a meetup, like, you kind of got to like DM me and be like, hey man, let's meet up in this place. Like I said, I was in Europe. I was like, hey man, if you're in Amsterdam, hit me up. I'm in London, whatever. So I don't really get any DMs. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to be doing the IRL thing. Like, if there's no interest, what do you want me to do? Like, just do charts, man. It's fine. I'll be a desktop streamer. It's all good. US oil bullish. It's up 4% now, 88.50. All right, they're starting to run it back above 87, 86.91. They could take it to 99 again. You don't know. It's very volatile. Very volatile. You're chasing a tornado here with no direction. 93.61 could be a target if they want to run it up tonight. Silver already up about 1%. Hit $88 out the gate. Pretty insane. Hard to believe, man, that they might take this higher. I mean, above. So the thing is about silver, it's very easy. Below 84, no argument to own. Above 84, you might be onto something. They might really be taking this to 92 and 96 again. No doubt. That's right, Brad. Brad was there. Brad was there. Well, I don't know if I want to meet Satan, Lucifer. Okay, if you change your name to like not Lucifer, we can hang out. Okay. All right. All right, chat. Well, it's been a good stream. For Bitcoin being up, but again, it's just chopping, man. And like, maybe it is going to bottom out and we're going to rally, but remember, if we do fractal it, if it's going to do exactly what they did in 2022, we would go back up to 71 and change and put in a lower high locally, and then we would crash. Like, just saying, if you want exact history, it's been playing out kind of incredibly so far. The fractal 2022 fractal, so that would be next, but don't count on it, because that's bullcrap. That's not TA, you know, just comparing from history, but it is kind of fascinating so far. So we'll see if it continues, you know. All right, chat. Well, it's been a good stream. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Sun's going down here. There it is. The sun's setting right now. It's beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. I'm talking, the sun is on the horizon as I'm speaking to you. So, love it, man. We'll be getting more and more sunlight in the next 100+ days. It'll be great. So I'll just, I'll be back. Till next time. Respect. The T. Hey.